Hello and welcome to T Money Talks. In this week's episode, T Money's going to talk about the trip to San Diego, Christmas Eve, and Christmas. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Hello, welcome back. This is T Money Talks, ready to talk all things Christmas, all things vacations. I don't know where I was going. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know. Anyways, this is going to be an interesting podcast. Let's say that. Before we start, I have a guest in the audience tonight, folks. It's who is it? Who is it, you ask? It's my girlfriend. Oh boy. Okay, I'm nervous. Anyways, I'm nervous now, but it's okay, 'cause here we are today. Woohoo. So she's in the audience, and now I'm gonna talk about my vacation. But also, other news, I'm using a new laptop. I have been a PC person my entire life. I'm currently recording on a MacBook Air, and I must say, ladies and gentlemen, the quality alone in just the feedback of this microphone into my headphones is insane. I had no idea how crisp this microphone actually was until this moment right now. And it blew my mind. Oh my. So I don't know why I would do that. Anyway, actually, maybe I gotta. I've never used Macs before, so this is gonna be an interesting podcast episode because I don't know how this is gonna go. I know it's gonna be a lot better quality than when I was recording on my other laptop. Also because that laptop was like that laptop was dying on me. The battery needed to be replaced, and so anytime I could use it, I had to plug it in for it to charge. Otherwise, it would just shut off on me, and I would cry, or I would get really angry. But now I'm using a computer. I don't know, and now I think it's getting too hot in here. Can you? Yes, please. Thank you. It was making my brain scramble. Anyways, yeah. So this is going to be interesting because I don't really know how this computer works, and I'm learning an entirely new piece of technology, and I feel like I feel like a grandma I feel like a grandma trying to figure out her phone for the first time. That's what this computer makes me feel like. But it's okay because it's much better already, and I'm excited. And it's going to be a rough challenge, but I mean, here we are. There's no backing out now. Can't go back. I mean, I can go back, but like we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that because this was a Christmas gift, and a very expensive Christmas gift. Also, I made sure because I knew I was going to be using this laptop for my podcast and for music. So I knew it was going to take a lot of memory. So I wanted to make sure it had a good amount of memory storage. So I upgraded the storage to 256 gigabytes of memory, and so it bumped up the price a bit, so it was a very expensive Christmas gift, but bless Mike, my mother's boyfriend, for buying me this laptop, because now the quality of my music and this podcast are going to rise. It's going to be a good time, and we're going to figure it all out as we go. And yeah, it's going to be a fun time. And that's the other good news. And then more good news, I guess I'm just starting off with the things I got for Christmas. That's how we're starting. Anyways, yeah, another good gift I got from my mother is a camera body. If you all remember, my last camera, my Canon, got dropped in the spa Why, how, I don't know, but it got dropped into the water. I discussed it in a past podcast episode. I can't remember which episode it was, but it definitely was the season. It was sometime during the summer no, it was like 3 months ago that it happened. Anyway, so I haven't had a camera for that long, so it's been hard for me to do YouTube videos and other stuff and such like that. It's been hard for me not having a camera, because I was having such a good time and I was finally getting my momentum of filming and making videos again. And then it just all came crashing, and it came to a quick halt when my camera fell into that water and did not turn on again. It was a sad time for me, but it's okay now. It's okay because my mother got me a new camera body and I have 3 different lenses, and I still need to pick up the lens from the cameraman, because although he wasn't able to fix the body, they were able to fix the lens. So, and to be honest, the lens is what I wanted anyway, so it's good that at least the lens is fixed, because I think it's not the same camera body that I have, but honestly, I think it's the right camera body for me. Because I feel like the last camera body I had, it was very fancy and it had a lot of I know I wasn't using it to its fullest potential, but I knew eventually I would, you know? But anyways, but yeah, so now I feel like the body my mom bought me is like a good body for me, for the level I do for filming. You know, it's like top-notch quality for what I'm aiming for, because I'm going to be using it a lot for YouTube stuff for my music, as well as making like videos for Spotify for people to, those like little 6 to 8 second videos that you see on Spotify. The canvas videos, I think that's what they're called. I don't know. But anyways, I want to make a lot of those, and I needed a camera, and now I have a camera, and now I could do that, and now I could finally start executing all the ideas I've been having, because not having a camera has put my music on hold, and it was kind of like the worst time for it to happen, for my camera to not be working, because it was around the time that I was finishing up releasing all the songs for my Bandcamp onto like all streaming platforms, because I had this idea that I wanted to put on like basically like a concert on TikTok and YouTube, where I would play like 8 songs that I've released onto all streaming platforms as like a concert, you know, as a free concert, you know, as a way to promote my music more, and just, you know, just all that jazz. Just do what I gotta do to put my name out wherever it needs to be and all that stuff. But I couldn't do that because I wanted to do it with my camera, you know. I was like, if I'm gonna do this, I would just stream. Basically, I would just stream like me playing the songs, but at the same, it would also I would be streaming the YouTube video that I would put up, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? That I would go live on TikTok while like someone films me playing the songs for the YouTube channel.
I feel like, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, because I think I was confusing myself. Anyways, yeah, so like that was my plan, and I wanted to do that, but I couldn't do it because that my camera died, and the backup camera I did have definitely was not the quality I wanted for my YouTube channel or for that performance. It's basically what I want to do is basically a tiny desk, but not a tiny desk, because it would be more than 3 songs I would be playing, and tiny desks are usually like less than 15 minutes or like 10 minutes for that matter. I don't really remember. They're short. Mine's would be long, because my songs could be long sometimes. But anyways, yeah, that was my plan, and I couldn't do that, and then I couldn't make new YouTube channels for my music either, because I wanted it to be good quality, but also I just didn't have ideas to. I didn't have ideas. So anyways, but now that I got a camera, I could start brainstorming. I could start executing stuff. It's going to be a good time. I'm excited to learn a new camera again. Woohoo. All sorts of technology I have to learn. Oh boy. I love it. Just kidding. It's just kidding. I know it's going to be good. It's going to be good, because now I have a high quality laptop to do all the high quality things I want to do. Everything is elevating. I am thriving. Everything's falling into place. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. What is another gift I got? What is another good Christmas gift I got before I start saying everything? I said my laptop. I said my camera. Oh, that was a bit loud. It's because I remembered my favorite. My favorite gift. Yes, my laptop and my camera are amazing and I love them. Like, I love them just as much. I got some sandals. Sorry. My girlfriend got me some sandals, and and I love them. I love them. They're like knockoff Birkenstocks. They're knockoff Birkenstocks, and I love them. They feel amazing, and I look good in them, and they're my favorite gift because I could use it all the time, and I have been wearing them. Well, I just opened them yesterday. And I've been wearing them since I opened them. Let's just say that. I wore them today. T Money is not a sandal person. I don't ever wear sandals out. You would never catch me wearing sandals. Some people see the possibility of people seeing my feet being exposed to danger at any moment. Just having no cup protection for my feet is just, no, that's insane. I would never do that. But these sandals, I wore sandals as part of my shoes. I went out, I did things in my sandals, and it felt nice. Although I was in the back of my mind very worried about my toes. I thought someone was gonna like drop something on my toes, or I was gonna run into something, and it's just like all my toes are just open and exposed, unprotected by a shoe. But it was fine because I still had a nice time wearing my sandals. I felt really good in my sandals. I love my sandals. Yeah, that was another good gift. And then also my besties got me a golden, what is it called? What did the call? Golden healer. A golden healer crystal bracelet, and I'm in love with it. It's all the vibes that I need. It's everything in between. Sorry, I just wanted to rhyme. But it's a good bracelet. I like the energy, I like the vibes. This is definitely something I would have definitely bought from a crystal shop. 10 out of 10 would buy from this seller, but 10 out of 10 thanks to my besties for getting it for, I don't know. Anyways, I was trying to make a rhyme and I just couldn't do it. Anyways, that was another gift. And then my aunt, she gave me a jacket, and it's like an off-white jacket, right? Would you say it's like a cream color?
I thought it was white.
Yeah, is it white?
Well, I also didn't. You never showed it to me.
Oh, I just sent you a picture of it. That it's like an off-white kind of color. It's definitely white. It's definitely white for sure. But I was wearing a white shirt under it. Yes, yeah, I was wearing a white shirt yesterday and black pants, and then I just wanted to see what it looked like. And so I put the jacket over my white shirt, and that's how come I think it was like it might be an off-white, is because my white shirt and the jacket didn't blend into each other. It looked really nice. It looked really nice. Like it worked because the whites weren't the same. Do you get what I mean? Yeah, like it looked nice because they weren't the same shade of white. But anyways, yeah, I put them on, and then I was still wearing my sandals as I was trying my clothes on. I was wearing a white t-shirt, black pants, and my sandals. And then I put on this off-white jacket that kind of, I don't know how to describe it, but it just gives good vibe. Not good vibe. It just gives dojo or Zen garden vibes, or Buddha, or yeah, I don't know. It just gives it a vibe like that. And when I put on the jacket and I looked down and I was wearing my sandals, it made me laugh because I was also wearing my crystal necklace, and then I had my crystal bracelet on, and then I was wearing the knockoff Birkenstocks. So I just looked like I was coming back from the Zen garden, or from a yoga class or something. And then so I thought it was funny. So then I went and I knocked on Jer's door and I was like, I'm sorry, I just have to share this good laugh with you. And then I opened the door to show him. And then surprisingly, I thought he was going to start clowning on me. Like, I thought Jer was going to start making fun of what I was wearing. But like his mouth dropped in like surprise. Like he really likes the outfit. Like he changed my perspective on the outfit. We had like a 20-minute conversation about my outfit. Like we were both Jared said I looked like I would be Doctor Strange's nemesis. Or like not a nemesis, but like someone he would have to go to, or like someone that has to like help guide him on something. Is like the character I would be in like a Doctor Strange film, is what Jer had said. But his friend had said that I gave him dojo vibes, like I was coming back from a dojo, and I felt both of them. And then I was just like thinking about it, and I was like, you know what, I feel like I'm about to disappear into the mountains right now. And then Jer was like, no. Jer started like getting like telling me that I can't do that, and or because like he would never let me. But then I was like, imagine you wake up tomorrow and like there's just a note on my bed saying that like I went to like go find myself or something. And then I go and I become a monk because of that whole outfit. And that was about basically the whole conversation we had because of that outfit. But I must say I liked it, and I'm gonna wear that outfit at some point. And it looked good with the V-neck, the white shirt, but I think it would also look good with the turtleneck that you got me. Yeah, I think it would be fit. And my sandals. Guess I'm a sandal person now. Look out, world.
Socks and sandal person.
Socks and sandals. Socks and socks and sandals are the only thing I would wear if I did wear sandals. Unless I was going to the beach, I wouldn't wear sandals. Yeah, I was never a sandal person. I didn't like my feet. I've never liked my feet. And now I feel like I really don't want to show my feet anymore because I have a scar on my foot. Like now I'm just like, oh, look at one foot. Let me hide the other foot. But that's another time. That's a story for another time. Anyways, I think that's about all my Christmas gifts, I believe. If anything, I'll say more if I think about it. Anyways, but on Christmas Eve, we made tamales at my grandmother's house. We made tamales. Was it the same as it was as usual? Well, no, but we made them in your name, and I must say I think that's what really matters. And maybe I will have to let them know that at the next family gathering that. But anyways, that's a topic for another time. We did make tamales at my grandma's house like tradition goes. And although there were a few bumps in the road, I think overall it was a good time. It was a good time. Although there was a few bumps along the way, we still all remembered that we were there because of family and like gotta spend time with them and all that stuff, So we made tamales. It was a good time, and I got to see my family, and I got to hang out with my niece. And although there was a moment where I was getting ready to get angry at everyone because of my niece, but it's okay. It was fine. Like, it was not a problem, I guess. We live and we learn, we move on, life goes on, whatever. Anyways, but yeah, the tamales. The one thing I will say is I feel like last year's were super spicy. This year's were like spicy. Like, yeah, last year was super spicy. This year was spicy. I'm hoping that next year it's just mild. I can enjoy them. I can enjoy the tamales again, and I could eat like 8 in one sitting because they're so hot. They're so spicy for me that I could only eat 2 at a time. And that's not enough to keep me full. That is not enough to satisfy T-Bunny. But anyways, yeah, that was about all we did on Christmas Eve. And then, of course, we opened presents after coming back home from my grandmother's home and making tamales and hanging out with family and stuff. That was our Christmas Eve. And on Christmas, I didn't outside of the gifts. on Christmas Day in the morning, or not in the morning, in like the daytime, we had went to my aunt's house and we just basically had dinner. And then after we had dinner, everyone just hung out, did. But anyways, yeah, so after we ate, everyone just kind of hung out for a while, and then we made our way back home and played some games with the family, and it was a great time. We played some insane games this year though. We did our normal games, but we played this game where you have to fill water in a cup. And the youngest person playing was my cousin. And she just turned 9 today. Today is her birthday. Not when you're listening to this, but on Sunday when I'm recording this. This is her birthday. Anyways, ha 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 ha. Yeah, she's a very impatient child. Like she waits for no one and for nothing. If you're she just the sass in this child is just insane. I don't know who she is sometimes. But anyways, like none of us thought she had the patience or skill to play the game, and even she doubted herself because she was trying to get us all to like treat her, like let her like not treat her, like she tried to get us to like let her have, like make it easier on her so she didn't lose. But we didn't let her because she's getting older and she has to realize that she's growing up and she's not a baby anymore. But it turned out she was one of the best ones at the game. She was one. She did not. We all thought she was gonna lose, like she was gonna be the first person to lose, but she made it to the top 3. Yeah, both rounds she made it to the top 3. Unfortunately, I was pretty bad at that game, but you know what, I still had a good time. But you know who was good at that game? My girlfriend. She was really good at it. She won both times. Both times she won a prize. It was a good time. And then the other game we played, the other game I liked that I won the main dollars on, was a candle game. You pretty much...
You also won at the other game.
What game?
The
Oh, yeah. I gotta tell that game too. I won the candle game. It was like a bunch of candles lined up on a table, and you have to blow them out, and like whichever the last candle you blow out is like the prize. But not every candle is a prize. Like some candles were money, some candles were pennies. I unfortunately on the first round got 2 pennies, and I was very disappointed. But I took my 2 pennies and I gave them to my cousin. Because let's be honest, I didn't need 2 pennies. 2 pennies weren't going to do much for me. But anyways, yeah, so the first round I did not win. But the second round, was it the second round? Yeah, the second time I went around, I won the main prize, which was $20. I made it all the way to the end of the table with just my breath. All those years of singing, all that choir, all that diaphragm work finally has paid off and finally did me some good. I put my degree to work. They can't say I haven't used my degree, because I sure did. Won myself $20. Anyways, yeah, and then the other game I won was this saran wrap game, where it's just basically a ball of saran wrap, and within the layers of the saran wrap are like different prizes. It could be candy, quarters, or money, but at the center of the gift of the saran wrap is a gift card for a gift card to Chili's. And if you know T-Money, then you know Chili's is my place. Why? I don't know. I've just always loved Chili's, and that's my place I like to go. Always on my birthday. I always go to Chili's on my birthday. Always. It's just what I do. Like, even if I have a party, like if I'm gonna do like a party or something, I still like to like go to Chili's, because like that's just what I do. Like, even if I don't do it on my actual birthday, like I'll do it like either the day after or like the day before, because I'm just like, it's not my birthday if I don't go to Chili's. Yeah, fun facts. And then, yeah, and then I won that, and that was good. And now I have $25 to Chili's, and I could treat my mother to Chili's. Yeah, and I probably will at some point. And then the other game we played the cup game twice. We did the saran wrap game. We did the candle game. And then, Oh yeah, and then we played Loteria for the glass prize. That was the last game we had played. I did not win. But it's okay. It's okay. I feel like I got the $20 and that was mostly the main prize I wanted anyways. I wanted some money. But yeah, Christmas was a good time. It was the first half of Christmas. It was all right. The last half of Christmas, it was a good time. It was a good time. And then after my family had went home, my Jer and his friend and my girlfriend and I we all played some games again, and then things got a little crazy, you know? Things got a little out crazy when we were playing some games. Not like we were doing crazy things, just like competitive wise. Things got a little crazy, but it was still a good time, you know? It was still fun. It was Christmas. It was part of the holiday cheer, you know? Yeah, anyways, but that was Christmas. That was Christmas Eve. 10 out of 10, I feel not, well, actually, well, I guess 10 out of 10, I'd say we did pretty well. I'd say both days we did, well, I say Christmas Eve, we did pretty well. I feel like compared to last Christmas Eve, it was much better. I feel like it could still use some work. But it was better. It was better. And Christmas Day was a good time. Christmas was a good time. Now let's talk about my San Diego vacation. And good thing, because I'm starting to run out of breath and it's starting to run out of time. This is perfect because I don't have a whole lot to say about my San Diego vacation. I don't know. I just like to say it like that sometimes. But anyways, back to my back to my San Diego vacation. Yeah, so we went on Monday, and oh man, I haven't had like a break or time to myself since since last Sunday. But that's okay, cuz now it's Sunday, and I feel like today was good. Today was a good day. Today is what I needed. Oh yeah, I should well, anyways, and I got to go back to San Diego before I wander off to another topic. And anyways, yeah. So we went Monday. And we left around like 1. I think we got to our hotel in San Diego around like 4. And then around like 8 o'clock, we went out to the gas lamp district to see like where to eat. Or actually, the place my friend whose birthday it was, the place she wanted to eat was actually an 8-minute walk from our hotel. So it was perfect because her and Jer wanted to drink and like get wasted and stuff. So it's like, oh, perfect. You guys don't have to drink and drive, because I would not allow that ever. And then they could just get wild, and then we just walk back to the hotel. So it was going to be a good time. And so we get to the restaurant. I forgot what it was called. It gave me like, it was like it wanted to be a club, but it was a restaurant, but at the same time it was just a bar. I didn't fully understand what they were going for. And then the waiter we had also he was kind of rude. He was pretty rude. Yeah, but so I don't know. I don't understand the theme of the restaurant. I don't remember what it was called, but it's fine. And the burrito I got, it was okay. It was okay for San Diego. I've had better carne asada burritos in San Diego, but you know, I don't know. That place just wasn't it for me. But it was still a nice time. My friend enjoyed it, and well, since it was her birthday, that's what really mattered. It was as long as she enjoyed her vacation since it was her birthday. Then after we left the restaurant, we just explored around more, tried to find some fun things to do. Eventually, you know, we made our way back to the hotel, and then the next day we went out. And then the next day, my friend wanted to go to this specific breakfast place called, I think it was called Badass Breakfast, or I know it had Badass in the name. I don't remember the name past Badass, but anyways, because she had seen it on TikTok and it looked really cool, and it was very aesthetically pleasing. But the first day we tried to get there early. We wanted to get there around 10, but unfortunately, no, we wanted to get there at 9, but unfortunately we didn't get there till like 10:30. And so when we went up to put our names on the list, it was an hour and 45 minutes of a wait to sit down. My friend was hangry. I was getting hangry. And I can't remember how Jerry was feeling, but I feel like he was fine. But me and my friend, we were just not having it. When they said an hour 45, we were like, nope, we need to eat now, because if we don't, we're gonna murder someone. And so we eventually, well, they had went and gotten something at a cafe, and then we waited for this. It was called Little Italy Food Hall. And so we waited for that place to open up, and that's where I got myself some food. I controlled the beast that was within my stomach, and I had a really amazing burger, and Jer educated me on, because the burger I got had like 3 different meats, and the meats it had I thought was gonna be really bad together. It had sirloin, brisket, and short rib, and in my head I'm like, why would someone put that in a burger? That doesn't sound right. Just give me a beef patty, is what I'm thinking. So I'm telling Jer like what I'm thinking, and then Jer tells me, oh no, that's gonna be an amazing burger. That's like all the meats that are fatty, that got all the flavor, all the juices and stuff. He was like, that would be a really, really good burger, especially because I like to have my burgers plain, so I would really get the flavor of the meats. And he was absolutely right. I paid $20 for my meal, but it was good. It was worth it. I wasn't mad about it, because I was 10 out of 10 satisfied. Yes, I was. Then after we ate, we had went to the aquarium. And none of us had been to the San Diego aquarium, but we were excited because we all wanted to go to an aquarium, and we assumed since San Diego is like next to the beach, and the aquarium was like you could see the beach from the aquarium, we thought it was going to be really amazing. It turned out to not be so amazing. It was definitely not worth the price that they charge you to get in, but I still think we all had, well, at least I know I still had a good time. I was like, well, I paid for this, so I'm gonna enjoy it as much as I can. And so that's what I did. I got to see some sharks, not big sharks, like like the little regular sharks, and some stingrays and jellyfish. I really like jellyfish. I got to stare at the jellyfish for a while. Got to see, what else did I can't remember. I don't think we saw turtles. I don't think so. No, we didn't see turtles, but we remembered hearing people talk about a turtle exhibit, but we never found it. We heard all this talk about turtles and like how people were seeing turtles, but we never found the turtles. And it was pretty disappointing, because like that was the main thing we wanted to see, was the turtles, but we did not get to see turtles, unfortunately. But it was still a nice time. And then after the aquarium, we had went to a park. I forget the name of the park, but I've been to that park before, and it has a really nice view. And we just sat at the park and watched the view as we relaxed from the long walking of the aquarium, and just and we just kind of like regrouped and we planned out like what our next moves were going to be. And we all had decided we were all hungry. So my friend was looking up at all the restaurants she had saved on her Yelp app, and so we found a place called the Taco Stand, and I again was not really satisfied with my taco. I was like, San Diego, you have done me better. You have done me so much better before. And it just I had gotten 2 El Pastor tacos, and like I like those because sometimes they could be really fatty, and really good, but these ones they were a little dry. And I was just like, why? But it was still good. It was better. It was much better than the carne asada burrito I had gotten the night before. The taco stand was good. And they also had churros, and I had gotten some. However, I think the churros had wronged me, because later on that same night, I ended up waking up and throwing up in the middle of the night. And it was not at all a good time. I ended up having to sit in the shower at like 4 a.m. with the hot water running. As Jer and my friend were like, well, Jer was knocked out. My friend was up making sure I was okay, but I was like, I'm so sorry. Because it was 4 a.m. and I was in the shower. But I felt better after I got out of the shower. I didn't throw up again. I did still feel like queasy throughout the day, but after I had gotten food the next day, I felt much better. And then that our last day, we went to the planetarium, and we were all excited because we wanted to look at stars and see like the like shows, and stuff. But when we got to the planetarium, we were once again let down by the place. We thought well, I don't well, the planetariums I have been before and like where I live, that's what we thought we were getting into. It was cool. It was fun, but it was definitely more for kids. That's what the planetarium was. It was more for children. Like it's a really good place if you have kids. But the cool thing is you do get to see like one movie for free in the planetarium. And we wanted to watch a movie about jelly. It was either jellyfish or a bear. I can't remember. It was either jellyfish or a bear that they wanted to see the movie, Jaren, our friend. But we missed the time that it was going, so we had to see a movie about turtles. And it was a really good movie. It was really good, but what really like I really enjoyed about it is we were in like the Dome Theater, and they played the movie like on the dome. So like you're looking up like how is as like in the planetarium, how like when you look up at the stars, yeah, it was like that, but the movie. So you're just surrounded by like the turtles and in the water. It scared me at one point because like as the previews were going, it was like the shot was like the camera is like panning over like a cliff on going into the water, and so like because you're in a dome, it feels like you're going off of this cliff. And I remember just like clenching in my seat, like because I felt like I was falling. And then after that, I continued to like hold onto the rail for like 15 minutes before I was like, okay, everything's fine, but then I was worried that because of the way we were watching it and how it felt like so interactive, I was like, what if I get motion sickness? Because I already still felt like queasy. I was like, what if I need to throw up in the middle of this film? Like, I'm like, what if this movie makes me sick again? And that started racing through my head. So I had to like find spots in the screen that I could look at that I wouldn't like feel like the motion of everything. Like, because when you would watch it and it was like following the sea turtle, the camera would go with it, so it kind of felt like you were moving with the camera. And so I had to find a spot in the screen to where it's like nothing's moving, and so periodically I would have to like go back to that spot to like contain like the nausea within me, because I was like, I am not about to throw up in this dark place, because we were also like on stairs. So even if I did have to throw up because it was so dark, I would have fallen trying to run down the stairs in the dark. And so that was my experience during the movie. But I still really enjoyed it. I feel like that made it worth the pay. I mean, it didn't make it worth it. Okay, let me rephrase that. I feel like if you're in San Diego and you're going on a vacation, you're like, oh, I should go to the planetarium, I feel like maybe reconsider that. Possibly. But it is still cool because you do get to see a movie in the dome, and I do recommend 10 out of 10. I would recommend seeing a movie in that theater dome, because it does like it feels like you're in the movie. So I 10 out of 10, I would recommend that. But I don't know about the planetarium or the aquarium in San Diego. But anyways, yeah, and then that was all we did. And then and then after the planetarium, we went back to that Little Italy food hall place because Jer wanted to try the burger I had gotten because it was just so good. He needed to try it for himself. And then after that, we came home. And then that wraps us up. That was my whole San Diego vacation and my Christmas Eve Eve and Christmas. And so yeah, I'm running out of breath. I'm pretty tired, but I had a great time. That was fun. Now you know how my Christmas went, how my Christmas Eve went, and how my vacation went. And you met my girlfriend. Ha 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 ha. Sorry, I'm just nervous. Anyways, yeah, now you know, because the more you know, the better your calls. Okay, folks, I'm gonna wrap it up now. I'm tired and I'm out of breath. But, anyways, I hope you all had a good time. I had a great time. So until next week, guys, this is T Money saying live your life because you are the only one who gets it. All right, bye.